So this is the compensation plan, and it's really simple, guys, and I want to show you how this works in action and how you can apply this with what you see right now in your new back office and your new genealogy. Okay, and first we have what's called a jump start. Okay, what does this mean? This means that anyone who comes in and purchases their first time that they purchase, you will get 25% of whatever that order is. Somebody comes in at Excel, the first time they purchase Excel, the first time they come into the system, you're going to get 25% of that. That's $100 in your pocket. Pretty crazy, right? That happens one time. That's on the first sale. Now I want to explain something to you guys. Since we're launching out a whole new compensation plan, I need you to perk up on this. Since we're launching out a whole new compensation plan, the only way to really move forward is to say that any sales, the first sale under the new compensation plan, whether someone's been in here 6 weeks, whether they've been in here 6 months, whether they went off and did something else and they're ready to come on home to where they belong, when they make that first payment under this new compensation plan, that's going to generate you a jump start. It's not just on new people. Anyone who first comes in right now in this new compensation plan, so when we run our next rebills, that all counts for jump starts. Is that not freaking insane? Is that not crazy? So any volume that you had last month, when people start paying and coming back, boom, boom, jump start, over and over and over and over again to get as much money as we possibly can in your pocket. But that's easy, right? Backing up, jump start in the compensation plan, 25% of when anyone comes in. Next, we have milestones, guys. When somebody hits ranks, the key ranks in this company, they're going to start earning milestone checks, okay? Managers are going to get $50, regionals are going to get $100, national managers $350, global managers are $500. They're going to get that, and it's going to be paid out quickly, literally 2 weeks from the time that it's issued. And guess what? Also with milestones. If you referred Billy and Billy hit a milestone check, you get 20% of that. If you referred Billy and Billy referred John and John hits manager, you get 10% of that. You get 10% of all of their milestones on level 2 and 20% on level 1. Pretty crazy. This is designed to get money in your pocket really quick and really designed to help you get money in other people's pockets. Because in order to pop a manager, you have to help them do something, right? You have to help them get money in their pocket. That's what it's all about. Number 3, Infinii Pay. Okay. Anyone on your legs and your downline, if you have 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 legs, when you start earning an income on these 3 legs, leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, you're going to get up to 10% of what's happening in that downline, 10% of the volume in that downline. Of course, this is capped at certain ranks. All right? Every rank has caps, and it opens up bigger and bigger as you grow. So just want to throw that out there. The 10% Infinii Pay to Infinii levels deep. That way I can find people in infinite depth to build on there. I'm going to show you what that looks like in real time in your back office here in a second. Infinii Check Match. Once you hit regional manager and above, regional manager, you're going to get 5% check match on whatever your personals make in the Infinii Pay. 5%. At national 10, global 15, director 30, senior director 35, executive director, and so on and so forth. That is the whole compensation plan. Now, we even took a second to talk about some unique situations, right? But how long did that take us, guys? Like 5 minutes? 4 minutes? Anyone counting? Easy. Is that not the easiest compensation plan to go through? And have you guys ever seen anything like this out there? Let me know. Let me know in the chats if you see anything out there like this. Norman says no. Valerie says no. Rebecca says nope, no way. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is how powerful this compensation plan. No one's seen it because it doesn't exist. Okay? So we're pretty excited about this. And I want to show you guys how this looks in your back office. Okay, what to expect and how to get somebody to a manager, right? I want to talk about that. So we're going to go ahead and hop on over into a back office. Okay, and this is what you guys are seeing right now as you go in your back office, as you start moving through. You'll notice that this change has taken place. If you go to Partner and then Genealogy, you'll see your holding tanks and your genealogy. This is what you see, right, guys? So you'll be able to toggle left and right and see names of folks that are in here on this genealogy. This particular test account has 5 people on its front line. Now, one other thing you'll notice is you have a legend up here at the top, okay? And you guys can toggle that and see what this means. So I can see here that if somebody is green, then they're at Excel level. If somebody is orange, then they're at my surge level. And if someone's at red, then they're at prime. Gray, they're inactive, and I need to pick up the phone and give them a call. Okay? Does that make sense? And Maris, can you guys still hear me? Maris, if you can't, it probably makes no use to say it, but Maris, just replug in your audio. So holding tank details. We're going to take a look at this, okay? I want you guys to read through this, okay? Because this is really important. It just kind of gives you a little blurb of the holding tank details. And we'll get into some more in-depth training here as the next couple days go through. And you'll notice that pretty much every day for the next 4 days we're on a webinar going through and giving you updates and going through the comp plan and making sure you guys know everything that's happening so that you guys can be best prepared to rock this thing out. But you're going to start seeing this as a staple, these little tool tips, right? Toggle it over, read on through it, and you can say what's going on. Now, you're also going to see a summary over here, right? Users on my level 1, users in my holding tank. I've got 8 people in my holding tank right now, and the BV that is in my holding tank. Now, this says NA because we haven't turned this function on yet. We haven't started billing in the new compensation plan yet. And my current rank is also NA, not applicable, because I don't have a current rank, right? Because we haven't started billing in the new compensation plan. But I can see right down here that my next rank calculation is in 23 hours, 6 minutes, and 8 seconds. The reason why this is there is because as we progress, rank advancements, okay, rank advancements will happen every day. Every day is a new day to hit another rank for you and a new day to hit another rank for your downline members. All right, so you want to watch this. Most companies, and the way that we've operated before, guys, is that we've rank advanced monthly, right? You get a new company at the end of the month, you get ranked advanced on what that month is, what you ended up at that month, right? That's what we're used to, right, guys? So we don't do that here. What we do is we want you to rank advance every day. If you hit that rank, boom, you got it. And here's something that we're doing that most people don't do. Since we calculate our commissions, right? Most of our commissions are calculated at the end of the week. So guess what? If you hit a rank anytime during that week before we calculate the commissions, you are now paid for that entire week on that new rank, which is crazy. No one else does that, okay? So what I want to do is, now that we've got all this kind of sorted out, is I want to go ahead and show you how the placement works and how the holding tank works. And for those of you who are back here, well, you'll see a couple things, right? You'll be able to toggle this. This little arrow here, this denotes that the person has some kind of downline. Okay, there's people underneath of this person. So there's no one underneath of this person. There's people underneath the person. There's no one underneath of this person. All right? If I toggle this button here, I can see that member's details and I can give them a phone call. Because they're my personal, I can see that. This little clock here, if I toggle that, I can see how much time I have to move that person. How many days do I have to actually place this person before they go inactive and are stuck where they are? Okay, does that make sense? So we got a little clock back there, so you don't have to remember that John came in 27 days and 14 hours ago, right? We just give you the clock there. Next right here, if I toggle this button right here, it gives me the ability to move this person. I can move this person, all right? So let's say I wanted to move this one right here, this Test Heyo account, and this person's a surge. If I wanted to move them, let's say under this account here, because this person's got 2 people on their front line, and I want to help pop them to a rank. All right? Now let's say this person has 2 surges, and I've got 1 more surge right here. If I place this person on this person's level 1, what rank do you think that makes that person? Going back to our comp plan, guys. Going back to our compensation plan. that would pop that person up to a manager, wouldn't it? And what would that do for me? That would give them a $50 milestone milestone bonus if I did it, and I would check match that 20%. Does that make sense, guys? So if I were to go ahead and move this KHMOM, this surge spot, or this test-HEYO surge spot under this person, because they have an active surge in volume from that, I put another $150 in volume under that person, and it's going to pop them to manager because they need 400 in volume. Okay? So when I do that, this is what happens. And I'm going slow because I want you to really get this. They're going to pop manager. They're going to get $50. I'm going to get 20% of that. My upline's going to get 10% of that. And they did that with volume that I placed underneath of them. This is a crazy way to help people get money. This is a crazy way to help people get money, okay? And you've got to look at the people who are going to work with you in your downlines, okay? When people get in there, if this person came in and put 2 people in and I've got someone that I can put in to help them out, that's when I do it. Everyone always asks right now, when do we move people? What do we do? Look, when somebody grows like that and they start building and I want to help them out, that's when I can move people. We'll do more training on advanced things, but this is the basis of the compensation plan, helping people pop ranks. Make sure you're popping ranks, make sure your downline members are popping ranks. So you guys want me to move this person? Or do you have any questions about that before I go over? So I want to take a question if you guys got it. So Norman, yes, 30 days. So I've got 30 days to move this person, right? Definitely. Awesome. Okay, you got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this person. So I'm going to go take this guy and I'm going to move him under this user. So I'm going to move him under HMOM. And I'm going to go save changes. And it's going to ask me, do you really want to do this? I'm going to say, sure, I do. Okay. I'm going to let that go ahead and I'm going to let that refresh. And now I can see that person is gone and that person is now underneath of HMOM. Pretty simple, right? So now there's something that's happening here though, right? Because HMOM is still in my holding tank, isn't it? It's still in my holding tank. So can I move HMOM, guys? All right, I just moved this person. I can never move this person again. Once I move them, they're moved, they're done. It's irreversible. That's why the warning pops up letting you know. But what's cool, guys, is I can now move HMOM later on if I want to. All right, I can move HMOM in depth if I want to. If I enroll another person, if someone else comes in and they're building it out and my legs are balanced enough to warrant it, and I'm not going to hurt myself by doing it, then I can go ahead and take HMOM and I can drop HMOM under somebody's genealogy, under a new person that came in and is rocking it out. That's the power of this. And in doing that in massive depth as time goes by, one move could trigger. You got to understand. You got to look at it strategically and get with your upline before you do this, okay? Before you start moving people, talk to your upline. Because look, I could move one person and it could trigger a bunch of people hitting $50, couldn't I? I could trigger a bunch of people in my organization, in my downline, hitting $50 or hitting $100 or popping 500. In fact, I could move one person that helps somebody hit global manager, earning an extra $500 milestone bonus, and in doing so had popped a national and a regional and a manager, and I get to check match all that by 20%. And this stuff can be done at will. So that's the power of what we have in the compensation plan right now with these holding tanks. And so we'll do a lot of training on this, okay? But it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, but it's also insanely powerful. Insanely powerful. Can you see how powerful this can be? When you're moving a prime user, someone who comes in at prime or surge, underneath somebody deep in your organizations, and you're triggering all these different bonuses all the way up and you're matching that. That's how powerful this can get. The leaders, you guys, run with this stuff. Learn it inside and out. For those of you who are new to this and going, oh, I'm not sure what I should do, make sure that you talk to your upline leaders. All right? Make sure that you talk to your upline leaders about how you want to do this. Where do you want to move people? What ranks you want to achieve, okay? And I'm going to be giving you guys a document here tomorrow that'll actually, you can just kind of pencil in where you want who and where you want people to be in your organizations, okay? So I'll be giving you a quick document. You can just use it, pencil it in, say, oh, this person's here, that person's there, this person's here, to kind of pre-structure your organizations, okay? Beautiful.